Welcome back, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer, so now let's talk silver. Folks, we got a big giveaway coming up soon. If you want a chance to get silver shipped straight to your front doorstep for free, silver and gold actually, just click one button, and that button is subscribe. Entry video coming soon. Now, we know the COMEX is a facade. There's not that much silver on there as they even try to say. Actually, they even came out and said that their vaults are empty. But this article's interesting in particular. COMEX now has 28 paper claims for each physical ounce of registered silver. So that means that ounce you're holding in your hand, 28 other people technically own that same exact ounce. But if those are, I guess, 27. But if those people tried to turn in that contract and get that ounce, do you think they would be able to? No. But most people wait and they'll settle it with a cash payment. Now the bleed of metal from the COMEX vaults has resumed, and silver inventories have hit record lows with 28 paper claims for each ounce of physical silver. Now the last time the COMEX was exposed, I would say, is the Hunt brothers, or you could go back to the nickel market. But the Hunt brothers was interesting in particular back in 1980, because that's what pushed silver to $50, because they bought up basically all the silver. Some say three brothers owned up to 77% of all the silver in the world. They were billionaires. They bought up all the silver on the COMEX, which meant that nobody else could get any. And by the way, with that, silver's price starts skyrocketing. So the government does something, because even in 1980, we still were technologically advanced enough to where if these guys have all our silver, we're screwed. We still got to use this silver. So what did they do? They banned silver. Literally. It's called Silver Rule 7, and it states that you cannot buy silver. You had to sell it in. You had to sell it back to the Federal Reserve, which is crazy to think about. Imagine silver getting banned, but that is what pushed silver to $50, and then actually led silver back down to like $5 or $6, which was called Silver Thursday, when the price dropped over 50% in one day. But I'm just saying that if the COMEX gets back to that same exact type of situation that the Hunt brothers led it into, then we could see silver getting banned. So this analysis focuses on gold and silver within the COMEX CME futures exchange. See the article, What is the COMEX, for more details. The charts and tables below specifically analyze the physical stock and inventory data at the COMEX to show the physical movement of metal into the COMEX vaults. Now, registered equals a warrant assigned and can be used for COMEX delivery. Eligible, no warrant attached. Owner has not made it available for delivery. So let's go into gold a little bit, because we do see the gold to silver ratio sitting at 84 to 1. Yeah, 84 to 1, meaning it takes 84 ounces of silver to equal, or if you wanted to trade in, for 1 ounce of gold, which is insane to think about. But anyways, after 2 months of increasing inventories, the outflows have resumed. So far in June, 300,000 ounces of gold have left the COMEX vaults. The daily activity can be seen below. As the June contract was approaching, metal was leaving registered, or metal available for delivery, and moving into eligible. This is the opposite of what usually occurs before delivery begins. More recently, the metal started to flow out of eligible within about 400,000 ounces, leaving in the last few days before a small increase. Pledged gold ended up seeing a pretty large uptick on June 6th. This was the largest single day up move since April 2022. Now let's go into silver. Silver has also seen outflows continue after a brief respite in May. And I want to make another point. This is why I love when I cover the macro, or even the micro, I guess you could say, not just the day-to-day CPI index, inflation type stuff. I'm talking about the bigger picture with the silver shortage and that day that will come sooner than later where we just don't have enough silver and we run out, which is going to happen eventually. We had in last year the biggest supply deficit ever in history. The biggest deficit ever. We had like 850 million ounces mined, or the supply, and then demand of 1.12 billion ounces. And I think that gap is only going to keep increasing, which is going to push silver higher if you say that, or if you're going off of the logical basis investing 101, low supply, high demand pushes the price up. The daily activity in silver has been a bit more volatile than gold. While eligible continues to move up and down, the registered activity is mostly sporadic outflows with a few inflows here and there. The table below summarizes the movement activity over several time periods to better demonstrate the magnitude of the current move. So for gold, the change in eligible and registered have almost completely negated each other over the last month. 700,000 ounces of the registered within 690,000 into eligible. The 1 year change has been nearly identical in registered, which is 5.6 million ounces, and for eligible, 5.4 million. Registered silver saw a big move out of the last month, dropping 2.6 million ounces and bringing the total registered to 27 million. Eligible silver increased 2.5 million ounces over the month, but saw a drop in the last week of almost 2 million ounces. Registered silver has fallen by 81% over the last 3 years. 81%. That is insane to think about. That's scary to think about. Everyone and anyone is going to want to get their hands on silver. When Wall Street Silver says we are the 0.999%, I think that's such a genius statement because only 1% of the population own precious metals. So we are the 0.999%. And when this does go mainstream, people will be wishing that they listened to us or that they found a video like mine. Just like back in the day, people talk about, I wish I bought Bitcoin when it was $5, because then it's sitting at $25,000. That's what is going to happen. Most people will invest when it's too late, but luckily it's not. Because if you think that $22.68 silver is pricey, then I recommend you get out of investing completely, because that means, one, you don't understand the value of a dollar, and two, more importantly, you don't understand the value of silver. Silver is money. That is wealth. The dollar is a promise. It's a promissory note that says you can exchange this piece of paper for silver and gold. But then we got rid of the gold and silver standard. So now You're stuck with this promise, but there's nothing backing the promise. And they just keep printing up more and more and more and more. Now we're $31 trillion in debt. And we're in a situation where the dollar's lost 98% of its original purchasing power. And we lost like 44% in the last like 20 years. It's growing faster. What happens when it hits 99%? Because 98%, that is the statistical percentage. It's not 97, not 99, it's 98%. What happens? All I can say is one thing. If you don't own silver, then I highly recommend you buy it. And if you buy it, I recommend, I recommend always buying from Miles Franklin. That is one of the only authorized dealers that still works with the U.S. Mint, as the U.S. Mint banned everyone from buying directly from them. They let a few dealers still work with them. And Miles Franklin is one of those few dealers. Andy Scheckman is the CEO. You've probably seen him on my channel. We're doing a show very, very soon, probably in the next couple of days. If you guys don't know, we have a show called the Silver Stacking Podcast. I have a playlist. Just click on my channel and find the playlist. Just go to playlists and it'll show all of our videos. We talk for about an hour plus, and he will go over the inside scoop that I can't. And that's why I love being able to be in touch with one of the, if not the biggest, supplier of silver. He might be the biggest. He filled a $50 million order in 2 days, 900,000 eagles and over 100,000 ounces in junk silver and gold. Nobody else could pull that off. You think someone from APMEX could pull it? No, but Andy has the connections. Plus, he's the nicest guy in the world. He's the nicest guy in the world. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe if you want a chance to win silver shipped straight to your front doorstep for free. I mean, all you gotta do is click a button. That's not why you should subscribe, though. It should be because I post daily videos. Or I'm going to start posting daily videos again. I know I've been MIA, but we're back, baby. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.